So systems awareness is a term that is sometimes a little opaque for people. What does that mean? And the short version is it's the combination of systems thinking on the one hand and systems sensing on the other hand. Now, for most people, that doesn't make it a lot clearer. So systems thinking is the process of engaging in analytical and cognitive processing, reflective processes around interdependent systems and interdependent structures and how we can work with those. System sensing, on the other hand, is the much more kind of felt and embodied understanding of what's moving, what's going on here. It's where, what we would call intuition about what's going on or experiencing the atmosphere. For us to become masterful in system sensing, we have to develop capacities of what we call interoception. So really developing our somatic awareness in the sense that we understand the bodily expressions, what's happening in my body, and that we can process and relate to that as valid information, which is something for most of us that we've been taught that it's not. We cannot be objective as scientists, which we can't ever anyway, but we cannot have an objective relationship to the world if we're paying too much attention to what's going on the inside. That's an old paradigm kind of way of talking about things. What we say is, well, we can actually cultivate our awareness of what's going on in our bodily systems. We can map our inner landscape, if you will, and from there begin to understand what's the information that's coming out. So in the combination of taking in information from the outside and through our senses, our perceptual awareness, taking in information from the relational spaces we're in, holding some kind of vision about what we're doing and an aspiration for what we would like to see, and then this deep sensing into what's moving in my system and how am I responding to the context that I'm in or the current circumstances. That's really system sensing. So the combination of the two allows you to have an analytical, clear kind of processing about whatever the complexity is that you're looking at, but at the same time you're incorporating all your own kind of personalized interpretations of it, your emotional system, your awareness, your way of relating to people, what you want to see in the world, and so on. So at the heart of that sits systems awareness. And an interesting thing is that when people cultivate awareness in these different aspects for systems awareness, it has deep implications for a greater sense of well-being. That's what we find consistently, how people report back. I feel so much better. I have a sense of, purpose. I know what I'm doing. I show up intentionally in relationships. I monitor how I show up. I can take things in from my surroundings without getting kind of hijacked or identifying with them, and so on. So all in all, it's a contemplative, reflective, and analytical process, cultivating systems awareness.